Everybody. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We are back here today for day 5. Let me pop back in here so that I can see everybody. Yay. All right, let's get everybody in here. So exciting again. Oh, you guys, we are talking about a topic that is so much fun for me. We are going to be diving into all about how to make heart-centered invitations. And we're going to share some of the amazing experts that we've got that are speaking inside of the invite pillar that's inside of the summit. So for those of you that are joining me for the first time, welcome. I am Chris Williams. I am a soulful business coach for transformational coaches, for wellness entrepreneurs. And I love doing this. This is so much fun. I love sharing information, and I especially love helping women create wealth without sacrificing their time, their integrity, or their well-being. So that's why we named it Shine Wellthy. You get to have it all. So super excited. Let's get everybody in here. I see Rachel. Welcome back, Rachel. And Sarah, welcome back. And my good friend, Suzanne. So glad to have you here, darling. Kyle, thank you for being here. Kyle is going to be here on my team. He's going to be popping some links in the chat for you. Susan, so glad to have you here, Susie. Danielle, Sarah, Amanda. We have 2 Amandas. Woo! All right. So for those of you that are watching from inside the Facebook group, welcome. Please type #live if you're watching it live. Type in #replay if you're watching the replay, because when you do that, that lets me know that you may actually have a question, but it also gives me an opportunity just to pop in and say hello to you, because I want to know who's here and I want to create some connections, because that's my jam. I love being able to connect with people in my community. So that lets me know that you're here. All right. Those of you that are here, give me a hi in the chat. Say hello to others that are here. Let me know where you're popping in from. I know Suzanne is popping in here from Canada. So glad to have you here. Sarah and Rachel. Awesome. We are still getting some people popping in, and I put my coffee behind my computer. So I'm just going to grab that in case I need a sip of my coffee before we get started. There we go. I love this cup. It says, yes, please. Who's all for creating a 6-figure business with wealth and ease? Absolutely. Well-being. Yeah. Awesome. Good morning, Rachel. Where are you from? North? I'm sorry, I can't see this. Where's the chat? You're from North Carolina? I didn't know you were here with me. Why didn't I know that? You and I have even chatted together. Where in North Carolina? Park Ridge, New Jersey, Susie, Danielle Long, New England, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Awesome. And for those of you that are on Facebook, please go ahead and pop in the chat where you guys are listening in from. We're just getting a few more people popping in that are in the waiting room. Oh, we moved here 2 months ago. Fantastic. Hampstead. Awesome. Yay. Yay. Awesome. Cool, cool. Moved here from Minnesota. Jensen Beach, Florida. Amazing. All right, let's dive in. I know you guys are excited about diving in. This is one of the things that I hear a lot of my clients and a lot of coaches and a lot of wellness entrepreneurs that are not yet at 6 figures really struggling with. And that is, how do I create sales in my business without feeling salesy? Anybody else like have that question of, I know I need to make sales in my business, because if I don't make sales, I'm not making money. And not only am I not making money, but I'm not impacting others, right? Because if you don't have clients, you're not creating any impact. And yet, how do we do that in a way that doesn't feel so icky? And I'm sure it's because many of you have been on the other end of the ick, right? I know I have. I've been spammed in my DMs. Hey, I'm trying to reach 1 million women. Come join me in this XYZ thing. And I'm like, who are you? Like, I don't even know who you are. Like, why are you like just spamming me with a link? So we know that there are ways that feel icky that are being done. And I also want to share with you that many of the ways that you also may have been taught in school, wherever it is that you went, are also probably really outdated. I know that one of the things that I learned from going through the coaching program that I went through after speaking to a couple team members that were actually inside of that company, they're like, yeah, we've been teaching the same thing for 15 years. That's a long time to be teaching the same type of enrollment process or sales process, right? I don't even like to call it, look, there's nothing wrong with sales. We get to make sales. We have to make sales. Otherwise, we don't have a business. Bottom line, we get to be comfortable with making sales in our business, but we don't have to do it in a way that feels out of integrity or out of alignment with who we are as wellness entrepreneurs. So we just get to start from that place that if anything feels out of alignment for you or out of integrity, then there is another way to do it. And that is kind of what happened with me. I learned one main way, and that was book a whole bunch of discovery sessions, get on a whole bunch of calls with people, and sell your program inside of the call. And it felt a little like a bait and switch to me, because it felt like I was just offering, let me just give you a free coaching session, right? From the goodness of my heart, which it was from the goodness of my heart. But ultimately, the intention was, how do I sell my thing and how do I get a yes? How do I overcome the objections that I might run up against in these conversations? And that didn't feel good to me, because then that felt like I was going in with the intention that somehow I needed to overpower, convince, persuade the other to saying yes, versus creating a partnership with somebody and helping somebody make an empowered decision, regardless of whether were working with me or not. That felt so much better. And when I let go of the convincing, persuading, overcoming objections, what do I say? What's the exact right thing that I need to say in order to get a yes? When I let go of all of that, and I just allowed myself to truly be in support of helping somebody get what it is that they were looking for. And here's the key, pre-qualifying those people before you even got on a call with them. And here's what many of you might be missing. And I say that because it's what I was missing. The nurture piece that we talked about yesterday is the key to helping people walk up what I like to call the ladder of beliefs before you even get on a call with them. There's a ladder of beliefs that we all go through, and you can either take somebody through the ladder of beliefs in an event where you're giving lots and lots of value in a one-to-many experience like we're doing here and like what I'm modeling for you here, or you can try to do it all in a 1-hour free coaching session. Chances are that person who is on that coaching session with you, if they haven't been nurtured, if there is no experience of know, like, trust with you prior to that call, if they're not sure what they're getting on the call with you about, chances are you're going to run into a lot of what I like to call the false beliefs of, I can't afford it, I'm not sure, let me ask my spouse, I don't have the time, blah, 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 because they have not yet walked up the ladder of beliefs in their own mind to say yes for the experience and to say yes for the transformation that they want. Is this resonating with you? Give me a heart or a thumbs up or a yes in the chat if this is making sense. Yeah, so how do we do that? How do we do that? First, I want to share with you today, what is the ladder of beliefs? There's actually 5 steps that people go through before they can say yes to themselves. And so in an event like what it is that I'm teaching you here, we help our clients see and experience value. We help them get quick wins. We help them create epiphanies so that they on their own are walking themselves up the ladder of beliefs to whatever it is that they want as a transformation in their life. So step 1, and actually this isn't the ladder, this is the foundation from which we are going to take anybody up the ladder of beliefs. And by the way, taking somebody up the ladder of beliefs is a very heart-centered way to do this, because you're not trying to convince or persuade anybody. You're just helping people see what's possible. Okay. First foundation is that we have to go all in on us and our value. Okay. We have to be enrolled in us. If we don't believe in the program or the transformation or our deeper why that we want to lead people to, then it's going to be really, really hard for anybody to believe in us. We have to believe in ourselves first, right? We have to be in the energy of confidence. We have to be in the energy of certainty. We have to be in the energy of calm. That is actually, for those of you that know the quantum field and teach some of this, Suzanne, the energy that we are in is what is creating, right? And so when you are in the energy of confidence and certainty and calm, your field actually increases. energetically, and you're able to be authentically you and in the zone of knowing that what it is that you have is going to impact somebody's life in some way, shape, or form. Okay. And by the way, that's the energy that I'm in, regardless of whether people work with me or not. Like, if you're here to get great information, amazing. I'm so glad that you're here. Take all the information in, write it down, take notes, be in the Facebook group, consume. That's fabulous. I want you here. You are welcome here. And if you want my support implementing what it is that I'm teaching and what it is that you're learning so that you can customize it to you and to your business, I'm going to teach you and share with you a way that you can also do that. Either way is fine, but I'm still going to stay in the energy of confidence and certainty, because I know that the information that you're going to walk away with here now is going to impact your life and your business in some way, shape, or form. So that's the foundation with which we get to show up in the world as. Okay. Now, the first ladder of belief that your clients or your audience is going to go through is that they need to believe that whatever transformation they are looking for, not what you are selling, not what you are selling, the transformation that they are looking for is possible in the world, period. So if you are working with clients that want to lose weight, they need to believe that losing weight is actually possible in the world, right? Otherwise, they're not going any further. And there's no way that they can say yes to having that transformation because they don't even believe it's possible in the world, right? So when you are sharing information and serving people and giving value, you're helping them believe in what it is that they're looking for. You're helping them believe, yes, losing weight is absolutely possible in the world. In my case, what I want to help you see is that building a six-figure business with heart and soul is absolutely possible in the world. There are many people that have done it. I've helped hundreds of women in their businesses, and you get to do this in a way that feels really good and aligned with you. The second ladder of belief, then, once we believe, and by the way, this is for anything. This isn't just for like buying a program. This is for buying a bed, buying a car, investing in your health, investing in your business, right? If I use the analogy of mattresses, and I like to use that analogy because my husband is in the mattress business. He works for Tempur-Pedic. And, when we think about, and when he trains his people in store on Tempur-Pedic mattresses, and you guys may have heard this, they're not selling the mattress. What are they helping people see that they're going to get when they make that purchase? And that is a belief that they're going to get a good night's sleep, right? So it's not about the number of coils or the, the inches per whatever fabric that they're using. It is about helping people see that it's possible in the world to get a good night's sleep. Second step, they need to believe that it's possible for them. They need to believe that it's possible for them, right? So if we don't believe, if I say, yeah, it's possible to get a good night's sleep, but you know what? I don't really believe it's possible for me to get a good night's sleep. I'm not going to invest in the mattress because I don't believe it's possible for me, right? Same thing with losing weight or, investing in anything else. Our clients, our potential clients, our community, our audience needs to believe that it's possible for them. So do you believe that it's possible for you to actually build a business that's in alignment with your heart and your soul? Yay. Oh, Shauna, thank you so much. Yeah. Step 3 then is our audience needs to believe that it's possible in the world for them right now. Not next year, not when all the stars align, not when the kids grow up and go away to school, not when they've got all of the XYZ money saved up. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a savings account for buying a new mattress. I just don't. Anybody else have a savings account for buying a new mattress? I also didn't have the savings account when I was, before I was at six figures, to invest in a business coach. I had to figure it out, right? And so I believed that it was possible for me now. Preach. Yeah, right. Yeah, nobody wakes up and says, give me my savings account. I want to hire a health coach today. Nobody does that. And that's okay. We don't have to, because there are multiple ways that we can find the income to invest if that's what we want, right? If I need to get new tires for my car, if I need to get a new mattress, if I need to get a new dishwasher, fill in the blank, there's ways for me to figure that out because it's important to me. Same thing for your clients and same thing for you. If it's important for you to have support in building your business, you'll find a way. You will. And I wanted to share a little story that, brings this home because, if you're thinking, yeah, that's good for you, Chris, because you've made money now. I want to say that I wasn't there though. When I first made the investment, and it was a $10,000 investment to work with my coach at the time, I was 20 grand in debt and I literally only had $100 in my checking account. That was it. So it wasn't like I was flush with money to say, yeah, let me just give you money and just invest in this. But I had to believe that building my business in a way that felt really good and aligned for me was possible. And I was willing to figure it out. I was willing to figure it out. I was willing to say, you know what, I'm going to say yes to me and my dreams. And that's really what that was about. It was, I'm saying yes to me. I'm saying yes to build a business that allows me to serve others with heart and soul. That is also going to allow me to get out of debt, pay off my car, put my kids through college without taking loans. And all of those things have happened. So I'm sharing that with you, not because I'm a unicorn or I've got some fairy dust flowing in my veins. I don't. You are all like this. You can all figure this piece out too. We just have to be willing to say yes. You are though. Shauna says, I'm a unicorn. I love you so much. Oh, really, really though. I mean, we have to be willing, right? So it's possible I had to believe that it was possible for me now. Okay. And then the next step that your clients, your community that we all go through is we have to believe it's possible for us now. And we're willing to have the support. We're willing to have the support, right? Without support, we're lone wolfing it. Without support, we're piecing things together. Without support, we're throwing spaghetti at the walls trying to see what sticks. I don't know. Without support, we don't know what we don't know. And so working with a mentor, your clients working with you, they're going to get their transformation with you a whole hell of a lot quicker than trying to do it on their own. How do we know that? Because they don't have their transformation yet. And they've probably downloaded all the books. They've probably downloaded the courses. They probably Googled it, downloaded the freebie, has a whole book of shelf help, right? Not self-help, but shelf help books hanging out up there that we don't look. I've got lots of shelf help books, let me tell you, that you don't ever get into. As a matter of fact, I have a $2,000 copywriting course that I invested in 2 years ago, and I haven't even gone into it yet. So let me just say that it's totally okay if you've invested in things and you haven't actually implemented it. But that's the importance of having a mentor, is so that you're going to follow through. And that's the importance of having you as somebody's coach, is that you're not only holding space for them, but you're helping them implement the pieces so that they actually get the result. Okay, so that's the next step, that your ideal client is going to need to see that you can help them and that they are willing for your support. Okay, we don't want to be doing that on a call. We don't want to be doing this on a call. Why? Because because now you're getting into the persuasion piece. You're getting into, you need to have me, or you need to have me to solve your problem, right? And that makes it feel icky and wonky. So instead, what we get to do is we get to serve, we get to give value, we get to talk into the pieces that are going to allow people to get the result and the transformation that they are looking for. And we get to do this beautifully, walking them up through the ladder of beliefs in a way that feels really good and aligned with you. For me, I do it in nurture events virtually, and I did them also in person. And that's what I teach inside of Activate Abundance. So that by the time you do have a call with somebody, they already have walked up the ladder of beliefs. They already see that it's possible in the world. They see it's possible for them. They see it's possible for them now. They see it's possible for them now with your help. And then the last step is that they're willing to invest. They're willing to say yes. They're willing to figure it out, right? If we're not willing to figure it out, then we're not actually going all in. We're not actually willing to commit to our dream. So we have to be willing to commit, even when it feels wonky, even when it feels crunchy, even when it feels outside of our comfort zone. And I can guarantee you that $10,000 was the most amount of money that I'd ever invested up until that time in my business. And did it feel crunchy? Oh yeah. Like that was my mortgage payment, you guys. I had 3 kids that I was taking care of. I was a single mom. I get it. It was crunchy as hell. And I actually backed out twice. I actually said yes and called my coach and said, no, I can't do this. And she's like, okay, let's, take a look at this. And she supported me again to see what is it that I really wanted, because the critter brain and the fear is always going to come in. right? And I'm so glad that I said yes. And the reason why I'm so glad that I said yes is because this amazing coach was a stand for me, not my circumstance. And she helped me see that I was so much more powerful than my circumstance. At the time, my circumstance was my bank account. I was giving my power to my bank account. I was saying, I can do this if my bank account says yes. I can do this if someone else agrees with me and says, yeah, I think this is an amazing decision. It's more than your mortgage. Go for it. No, I said yes to me and to my dreams because I believed that I was greater than whatever circumstance it was. So I decided that I was going to give up the victim piece, that the circumstance was going to decide what was possible for me. And I was going to invest in the support. And I'm so glad that she did, because again, that's why I'm here today. And Shauna, I'm so glad that, thank you for affirming me. Yeah, I stayed. And not only did I do it, but once I invested in support, I actually created a 6-figure business in 6 months. And so I went from being 20 grand in debt, having, not unsure of where the next client was going to come from, to being able to pay off all my debt. I'm debt free. My car is paid for. I don't have any car payments. I've put 2 of my older boys through college without taking on loans. And I've been able to create a sense of financial independence and freedom that feels really, really good for me. And I'm able to give back into the world in a way that I want to give back. In 2020, I gave over $20,000 of cash and programs and services to other women that needed my support. And you can do this too. So I'm saying this because I want you to believe that this is possible for you. It absolutely is. But there's some things that you might be missing. And the reason why I'm saying is because it was missing for me. Okay, so what was I missing? I was missing a roadmap. I didn't have a roadmap. I didn't have a specific system that I was using, whether it was my marketing system or a sales system. I didn't really know what to do to focus on daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly in my business to actually create income in my business. And it's no surprise that many of you may be the same way, in the same place, because the school that we went to learn our craft, to learn our healing, doesn't teach us how to create a business. That's not their job. So I'm not blaming them, because that's not their job. Being a nutritional therapy practitioner, they taught me how to be a nutritional therapy practitioner. They taught me how to be a yoga teacher. They taught me how to be a massage therapist. They taught me how to be a health and life coach, but they did not teach me how to create a business. And so that was a big darn piece for creating income. So while I absolutely know that I can serve people and help them create transformation, I didn't really know how to create a business. And so I needed that roadmap. Okay, so that's the first thing that you need, is a system that you can follow that feels really good and aligned with you. Feels really good and aligned with you. So that brings me to the second piece. And the second piece is mentorship. And mentorship is allowing you to see, who do you know out there that has what it is that you would like to have, right? Who do you know that already has a 6-figure business and you want to learn their system, or you want to learn their process? Right? That feels good and aligned for you. There's a gazillion business coaches out there, you all. So if you want to learn a fancy funnel or a high-tech strategy, I'm not the coach for you. I don't love high tech. I like low tech, high impact, high touch. And that's what I teach. I love cultivating community and building relationship. That's what I teach, because that's what I'm good at. And that's what I love. And that's what makes my heart feel really, really good. Now, if you want to build out a course or an evergreen or something else, there's a lot of other coaches that can help you do that too. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just get to find what works for you, right? So the mentorship, you get to choose what works and what feels really good in alignment with you. And be sure that you look for somebody who actually has what it is you want. I can't tell you how many times I've heard from clients that are getting coached by people who don't even have 6 figures business in their business. You don't want that, because they don't know the obstacles. They can't help you navigate the nuances because they haven't been there yet. So you want to work with somebody who can help you navigate the nuances and collapse the timeline quicker. And that's what you're doing for your clients too. You're helping your clients navigate the nuances because you've been there. The truth is, your ideal client is a previous version of who you are today, which means you can help them collapse the timeline a whole hell of a lot quicker, right? And so that's what you want to. Who do you know that is building a business in a way that you want to build it, in a way that feels really good and aligned for you? And then the last piece that was so important to me was community. Community was really, really important. I didn't want to lone wolf it. Why? Because I know that the support system and structures that I had around me at home were not the ones that I needed to help me get to where I wanted to go. right? Like my support systems, we need to have support systems and structures in place that are helping us stay in the game and not tap out when things get hard. Stay inspired and continue working towards our goal, even when something doesn't feel working, like it's working. Otherwise, we're giving up on our dream, we're tapping out, we're going back to the 9 to 5, we're like, forget it, I can't do this. When you're in community, when you're in a support system of people that have got you, then you are absolutely taking on the energetic component of the group as well, right? So if we get back into kind of the quantum world and quantum physics, you know, the people that you surround yourself with, you become more like the 5 people that you spend the most time with, right? So choose wisely when you're asking for business advice. If they haven't built, if they're not an entrepreneur, number 1, if they're not doing what it is that you do, number 2, or have not been where you are, they're not able to give you the type of support and accountability that you actually need to grow your business. So what we learned today was the ladder of beliefs, and I want to repeat them. So in case you want to write these down, because I don't have a workbook that goes with these coffee chats, but that is step 1, you get to be all enrolled in you, right? We get to own our worthiness. We get to own our value. We get to deliver it from a place of, you know what, regardless if anybody works with me, I know that I'm giving value in the world. We just take the salesy off and we just get to show up and serve. I call this putting value in our value bank. And when we put value in our value bank, it always comes back. Always. It's part of the quantum rule. It's part of the law, right? Universal law that what you put out, you get back. So when you're putting value in your value bank, you'll always get it back. Now, you might not get it back in exactly the same way that you want it, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, Suzanne, I'm so glad. Yes, I'm so glad this is connecting with you. Thank you for affirming this. Yeah. So all in with you. Then need to believe that it's possible in the world. Need to believe that it's possible for them. Need to believe it's possible for them now. Need to believe it's possible for them now with your support. And then the last step is they're willing to go all in to do that. Okay. So if you're not doing that right now in your business, chances are you may be hearing a lot of, I can't afford it, or I'm not sure, or, you know, all of the other objections that you might hear out there. And the answer is not to have a better sales script. Let me just say that. It's not to find a better sales tactic. It is to have a system that you put on repeat where you're serving and nurturing and walking people through those steps, which then allows you to pre-qualify the people so that when you do get on a call, the call is 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes max, and you're not giving away free coaching at that point. Right? Bye, Shauna. Oh, I love you so much. What you're doing is you're helping somebody make an empowered decision about whether the service that you have is a good fit for them. So when they get on the call, they're already hopping on a call with you, pre-qualified for what it is that you want, and the way that you can serve them. Otherwise, they wouldn't have booked the call. How amazing would that be to have all of your calls with people who are already interested in what it is that you have versus trying to convince or persuade them that they need you? Yeah, type yes in the chat if that would feel amazing. Yeah. So this is what I do. And this is the way that I've changed my business, because I did not want to book any more discovery sessions. I didn't want to give away free coaching, trying to sell somebody into my 90-day program and try to overpower all the objections. And so instead, I got to be what it is that I love to be, which is a heart-centered entrepreneur that gives value. And then I get to show my people, look, if you want my support, then this is the way that you can work with me. And if you don't want my support, that's okay too. It really is, because I am not in the energy of dragging anybody across the finish line. I'm not in the energy of convincing or persuading, because that is scarcity energy, right? And that feels icky, right? And it feels salesy, right? Yeah. So instead, I get to have a conversation and I get to partner with, and I get to just help somebody make an empowered decision. If it's yes, amazing. If it's no, amazing. Here's what's important about making an empowered decision. Your client is no longer stuck. When you're not making a yes or a no for something, you're stuck. You're sitting on the fence. When you are helping your client, when you're on a call, make a decision, whether it's yes to working with you or whether it's no to working with you, they're still making a decision. They're getting off the fence and they're doing something. They're moving. And so if they're a no, awesome. What are they a yes for? Help them go get that. Help them go get that. If they're a no for the transformation that you can provide for them in the way that you provide it, not a problem. Guide them to somebody else. But help them make their decision. Because when they're not making a decision, when they're like, I don't know, I really need to think about it, they're doing nothing, they're spinning. And I know you all know what it feels like to spin, right? I don't know, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? I'm not sure. That feels awful, and you're not going in any direction. So if you want my support helping you make an empowered decision, that's what I'm about. I am not about trying to convince you or persuade you to join you inside any of my programs. I am simply here to help you make an empowered decision about whether this is a good fit for you, where you are in your business, whether it makes sense for you. And if it doesn't, not a problem. Tell me what it is that you do want. We'll uncover that in the call, and I will point you to many of my colleagues, because I believe in playing the generosity game. That's another thing that I'm a big fan for. I have lots of amazing colleagues out there, and I have no problem sharing clients with other people to help them get what they want. If you want to write a book, I've got an amazing coach for you. If you want to work on your mindset, I've got an amazing coach for you. I'll help you get that. Yeah. But if you want a simple system that is going to help you create a six-figure business with your heart and your soul, then I would love to support you in a conversation about that. So I wanted to share with you that all of you that are here, whether you're watching online in Facebook or whether you're joining me here because you were part of this summit, we are giving $2,000 off the Activate Abundance program. And I want to share with you a little bit about what that is so that you can make a decision about whether it feels right for you or not. Activate Abundance is a 12-month business accelerator program. It is for coaches, transformational coaches, wellness entrepreneurs, service-based wellness entrepreneurs who are not yet at six figures, who want the roadmap, who want mentorship with somebody, me, who's been there, who's done that, who can collapse the timeline for you, who can navigate the nuances with you. You get me live. And a community that holds you as a powerful, capable, empowered six-figure leader that you are in the wellness field. Okay, that is the intention behind Activate Abundance. So this is also going to help you understand, and I will teach you how to run nurture events so that you're giving value and you're putting value in your value bank that also pre-qualifies people before you actually get on a call. So you've seen me do a really large nurture event here. I'm not talking about a summit. A summit has got lots of moving pieces behind it. But what you can do are one-day master classes, two-day master classes, three-day master classes, a 90-day class, a VIP day, an in-person day. There's lots of different nurture events that you can do. And inside of Activate Abundance, I help you pick the one that resonates most with you and what you want to do and what supports your clients the best. So again, you have a roadmap. You've got a simple sales and marketing system that you can then put on repeat. And that is really important. We want something that we can put on repeat so that we're not trying to just keep creating all of these programs and offers, which you all as entrepreneurs are probably really darn good at. I know I am. I can come up with a gazillion different ideas, right? But we want to stay focused. We talked about creating 2 core main offers in the design pillar. All you need is 2 core main offers to get to 6 figures. And we get to stay focused. We get to serve and nurture events. And that is what makes the difference, because no longer are you now trying to convince or persuade or drag anybody across the finish line in a 1-hour discovery session. Instead, you get to partner with in a clarity call. And I teach you all of that. So I'm taking you through inside of Activate Abundance. You get my entire Soulful Abundance system. You get the align piece. You get the design piece. You get the attract. You get the nurture. You get the invitation piece, heart-centered sales, and this pathway that you get to actually learn. And then you also get the empowered piece. So all of that is inside of this program for you. Now, last year, when actually the last cohort that we opened this up to, Activate Abundance used to be a 6-month program. And the investment in that 6-month program was $10,000. Okay, we've turned it into a 12-month program now because I want people to have more time and attention with me inside of this model so that you get to hone and master the systems and processes. So if we were to take, double that, it would be well over $20,000 for a year inside this program, but it's not that much money. So let me just say, for those of you that just freaked out and are ready to click off, the regular investment for Activate Abundance now is actually $12,000 for the entire year, but you get to take $2,000 off of that So it's $10,000 for one payment, or you can make 12 payments of $917. Okay, for all of this, which means you have wrap around support. So here's what I want to share with you that Activate Abundance gives you. In addition to the roadmap, the mentorship, and the community, you get 4 strategy sessions with me, quarterly strategy sessions, you and me one-to-one in my Zoom room. I've got you. I am all in with my eyes, my ears, my heart, my brain on your business. You get monthly calls, one-on-one calls with a success coach who's been there and who has gone through the program and who has and is creating a 6-figure business. You get live workshopping calls with me, 3 a month. So the first 3 weeks of every single month, we're going to be workshopping together everything that you are learning inside of the membership portal. So you've got access to all of the material and recordings inside of the membership portal, plus 3 live calls with me, live group calls with me. So you are never going to be stuck on what to do. Okay. I'm also giving you access to all of my emails and swipe files on actually implementing a nurture event, whether it's 1 day, 3 days, 9 days, you get all of it. You get all of it that you can take and use and reword so that it speaks to your ideal client. You get a done for you 90-day content plan. And the reason why I have put all of these things together is because as an entrepreneur, that's what I needed. I didn't know what to say, how to say it, how do I create more visibility? So I'm gifting you a 90-day content plan. I'm gifting you my email sequences. I'm gifting you also a course on creating content that actually converts, to teach you how to actually create Facebook posts or messaging. And you're also getting 100 email templates that you can also use for either as a nurture sequence, inviting somebody in to work with you. It could be Facebook posts, it could be engagement posts, it could be email. You get 100, and we call these rock star email templates. Okay. I'm also gifting you 2 done for you talks. So for those of you that want to do in-person talks or even virtual talks, I'm giving you the ones that I use to create my 6-figure business as a health coach, because I want you to have the information that I didn't have. You're also going to get live guest experts, and they are going to help you in their zone of genius. So we've got an amazing mindset coach that is going to help you stay tapped into the abundance mindset and out of scarcity. So these quarterly sessions are live sessions, and you cannot work with these experts unless you actually sign up with them personally in any of their programs. You get this for free. This is a freaking amazing deal, y'all. The amount of support that I'm putting in here for you guys, I have spent well over 6 figures, probably multiple 6 figures in my business with these people in order to collect all of this information and organize it for you and to gift it for you in a way that actually works. Okay. We have a heart-centered sales expert. We have a high performance expert so that you can build a profitable business sustainably without sacrificing your well-being or your family, right? No burnout here. We also have we've got our copywriting and our marketing coach who's going to be coming in. And again, you've got access to all of these women live. And they all have 6-figure businesses or above, by the way. So you're learning, again, from mentorship from women who have done this and who have what it is that you're looking for. So this is who Activate Abundance is for. It is for, and the reason why I share this is because I want you to know who gets the best results inside of this program. The people who get the absolute best results inside this program are the ones that are willing to say yes to themselves and to their dreams. They're willing to give up the limitations and the excuses of why it didn't work before, and they're willing to show up and implement what is being taught. Okay. They are also wanting to be in community and wanting to learn and to have a system that they can put on repeat. I mentioned earlier that who this is not for. It's not for somebody who wants to build out fancy funnels or high-end tech. That's not who I am, and that's not what I teach. So that Activate Abundance is not for that. We're going to keep it high touch and low tech, and we're going to keep it built on relationships and cultivating connections and community. It is not for someone who is attached to fighting for their limitations and staying in victim mode. You cannot move to creating a 6-figure business if you are continuously fighting for your limitations. Now, that doesn't mean that we all might not have those limitations or those thoughts come up, but you have to be willing to step outside of those. Okay. You also have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. There's going to be things that you do to build a business that are new, and anything new is going to feel a little wonky, and that's okay. But you have to be willing to let it feel a little wonky until it doesn't. Okay. So you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone to try something new. And again, it's also not for somebody who just wants to throw money at a program and expect it to work. This is not, I am not here to take your money if you just want to like give me money and expect this entire program to create the business for you. It's going to take you being willing to show up to the calls, willing to implement the pieces, willing to have the coaching. And I promise that we will support you along the way, but you have to do the work, because I can't jump inside of your body and build your business for you. So if you are all in on those things, if you are willing to take action, if you're willing to show up for yourself, if you are willing to step outside of your comfort zone and not be a victim to outside circumstances, and to create a life and a business that allows you to serve people with heart and soul and be well paid by it. I want you to make lots of money because you get to also have more choice and freedom in what you do with it. Then I'd love to invite you into Activate Abundance. So Kyle, will you please pop, awesome, he popped the page where you can go to get more information. So this is an opportunity for you to go to the website. The code that you can use to take $2,000 off is Activate Save. I'm going to say that again, in case some of you are on Facebook and you can't see this. Activate Save is your discount code. Okay, that's going to give you $2,000 off the $12,000 price. You can make one payment of $10,000 or 12 payments of $917 to get wraparound support. I don't know any other business program that gives you access to the Mentor Live, as well as all this stuff inside of it for the investment that we're giving you here. This is really quite amazing. So go there. You can sign up today, or thank you, Kyle, you can schedule a call with me. So if you want to hop on a conversation with me, if you have some questions about whether or not Activate Abundance is a good fit for you, I'm happy to share that with you. And if you're not looking for a group program, but you want really like more intense one-on-one support, we can talk about that. I do work with a very limited number of one-on-one clients, but if that is something that you want, I can certainly support you with that. Or if what it is not a good fit for you right now, I am more than happy to hear what it is that you are looking for. And I will certainly refer you to some of the clients, whether they're my clients or colleagues that are going to help you get what you want. Okay, so click on the link and book a call, or click on the link and join me inside of Activate Abundance. You get access to all of this right now. The one-on-one call, the live calls, the next ones are actually going to be in November, because the cool thing about this, you're welcome, Katie, is that we take the last week off every single month from any call so that you can integrate the information. Because I know that learning new stuff takes some time to integrate. So we have our live calls week 1, 2, and 3. Week 4, we're off to integrate the information. And I'm off because that's the way that I've set up my business model, so that I can create a sustainable business that allows me to do more of what it is that I love to do, which is travel, go away on retreats, right? So awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Remember, the invitation pillar is what we talked about today. And be sure to go to the hub, because the speakers that you're going to hear are all about creating heart-centered sales and invitations. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yay, I'm so looking forward to working with you for a whole year too, Sarah. It's going to be amazing. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Go to the membership portal, get the freebies, and then book your call with me. This isn't a pity question. How long is this good for? Hurricane Ian severely damaged my home, so probably a month before I'm settled. Not a problem, Amanda. So here's what we're asking here. You can get the discounted rate until October 28th, which is a week from Friday. But what that means is that you can put $917 down, and we give you a 30-day grace period if you want to pay in full. So if you want to get the pay in full rate, you've got 30 days to get the remaining balance all done, move money, whatever it is that you need to do if you want to pay in full. Or you can pay that $917 now and save and still get that discounted rate. And then you can decide when you want to start. If you want to start in November, awesome. If you want to start in December, Awesome. I honor that too. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah. All right, ladies. Thank you for being here. I'm super excited to be back here with you guys on Friday. We're going to finish with the final pillar, which is empower. And we've got some amazing coaches inside of the Empower portal as well. You're going to hear from Shauna and Bob, which are relationship coaches. They are freaking phenomenal because when we take care of our relationships, we actually show up more powerfully in the world. You're going to hear from Tama Keeves. She's an amazing empowerment coach. You're going to hear from so many people on Friday morning. And I can't wait to be back here with you guys. All right, ladies, have a great day. Bye. Bye, Rachel. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Amanda, Juliet, Danielle.